Greg sends us this email. He says, "Dear Ryan and Sisney, met the Queen Mary back in December. We finally went out. Thought I had a great game. Thought I had a great time. Everything went well. Got her an Uber home, so I thought it was all good. But she's been distant since. And we have found out that something happened." Greg's on the phone in Long Beach. So, Greg, tell me about this date that you went on. Give me the schedule of the date. What'd you guys do?
We went to dinner, and we hung out, and then after dinner, we just had like a nice time, and I got her an Uber home, and it seemed really fine. The only thing I can think of is that something happened that I'm not aware of during the meal, that she, something turned her off, or I said something, or...
Okay, what do you say during the meal? Why? Why do you think the meal?
I mean, that's because that's all we did, is we hung out, I thought we were both having a good time, but, afterwards she went home, so maybe I said something to turn her off or something, I just don't know.
Okay, we're going to call her, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that'd be great.
Right. Well, we'll call her. Okay. Not a great idea. I don't know. Maybe she just didn't like him.
I'm trying to think, what was the conversation like? Was it too serious? Did they talk about politics?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't do anything during the meal. It's possible she just wasn't drawn to him.
Yeah. Well, that's why we do the second date update.
We'll do it. All right, we're about to call Christina here, and we're going to try and find out what happened. You guys went out. You had a good date. You met the Queen Mary back in December. You ended up going out, and you can't figure out. You thought everything went well. You can't figure out why she's blowing you off.
Exactly.
All right. Be very quiet. We're going to call her number now, okay?
Okay.
Hello.
Hi. Is Christina there?
Yes, this is her.
Hi, Christina. It's Ryan Seacrest and Sisney. We're calling you on 102.7 KISS FM. You're on the air with us.
Hey,
How you doing?
Oh, my God. Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
I did not expect your call.
Well, welcome on the show. Hey, we were calling you about a date you had not too long ago with Greg. Do you remember Greg?
Oh, my gosh, really? Yeah, totally. I remember Greg.
How was the date?
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, it went well.
Good. And did you enjoy his company?
I did, and I feel like I don't know if I want to pursue time together.
Oh.
Okay, well, what was off on the date? What was wrong?
He did everything right, honestly, but like he got a really nice meal. He paid for everything. He called an Uber, but I have to say that what really got me is that he picked up a call in the middle of dinner. He just left for like 10 minutes.
Oh, well, that was not necessarily the most courteous, right?
Right. I don't understand why he apologized, but he didn't explain to me what it was for.
Got it.
That's strange.
Well, other than that, you were vibing him.
Yeah, he's sweet, and the attraction is there.
But that's a little disrespectful to pick up a call during a
first
date.
It totally turned me off.
Like if it's happening now.
And Sisney, wait, Greg is on the phone, Christina. I just want to tell you. Greg, did you get up and walk away from the table? And if so, why?
Well, I stayed at the table and did the call there, and then, I just, it was my mom that was calling, and she's going through a hard time, and I normally would not have picked up the phone. I know it's rude to answer the phone when you're on a date, and, but, I know that she's going through a difficult time, so I was worried about her. She's calling, it's for a reason, so I answered and talked to her.
But Greg, I hope your mom's okay, but you got to say when you're out with somebody, hey, sorry, if you could excuse me 1 second, it's my mom, I need to speak to her. Then all is good. You just don't disappear. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I was just, it was a mistake, I made a mistake, but again, she was going through a hard time. That's why I answered.
Christina, what do you think about it?
I mean, it can wait. I don't know what's up with your mom, but I'm glad to hear it wasn't another woman. I heard it was a woman's voice. I kind of caught that for a moment.
So you thought he took another woman's call. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, look, I think things in life that are meant to be should be without assistance in these situations. And so I don't want to push it here if it's not meant to be. But Greg, Christina, would you like to go out again, or does that not make sense?
I'd like to. We can go out again, and I wouldn't answer the phone. We can leave my mom out of it.
And Christina?
I mean, I appreciate, you explaining everything. I appreciate you being willing to make a change, but just to start on this kind of foot, I'm not really interested anymore. Your mom called, and you gotta go pick up your mom's call. I just personally need a man who is ready to give me all his attention. That's just where I'm at in my life right now. So I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg, for reaching out. And Christina, we wish you the best. And the good news is we all know where we stand. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, thanks.
All right. Best of luck, both of you.
You too.
Okay.
Thanks.
I mean, this is the worst thing in the world. The
But
second
you
date
just
update.
now they both know.
Sissany, that was horrible.
That was
the most uncomfortable. I didn't. All bad.
I felt like that meme of Homer Simpson backing up into the bush.
First of all, it's like we shouldn't have to help them date. If they're meant to be, then it would not be this difficult. That was terrible.
It wasn't that bad.
Tanya, that was terrible. There was more awkwardness on that call.
Christina was a little harsh. Had she known it was the mom,
she was harsh, but he was awkward, and it was all bad. This is why these are bad ideas. No, the second date update.
One phone
now they have
call.
closure.
Yeah.
They didn't even have opener. Oh, we're on a roll. The creepiest Ryan's Roses guy ever, and the worst second date update conversation. I mean, kiss. We're in the midst of a tragedy known as the last second date update we did. It was, we had the creepiest Roses call. Now no one likes Christina, and people feel bad for Greg. But moreover, it was like the moment we said, hey, I know that he got up and he was on the phone with his mother, so it's a good excuse for him having to get up from the table to get on the phone. He should have said, excuse me, I've got to take a personal call or my mom's on the phone.
Right.
She still didn't like that he was on the phone with his mom. So we said, well, now that this is all out there in the universe, is it possible, Christina, that maybe the two of you could start fresh and go out again? And this was the awfulness that happened.
Just to start on this kind of foot, I'm not really interested anymore. Your mom called, and you gotta go pick up your mom's call. I just personally need a man who is ready to give me all his attention. That's just where I'm at in my life right now.
And not a lot of people loved her or what she was saying, but I think the point is these two should not be together, and all of this happened, and they came on the show, and they were on this call so that the universe would not bring them back together. Sandra in L.A., go ahead.
I just think that girl could see it is disgusting. Your parents are the ones that bring you in this world, and, he might have a great relationship with his mother, which she might not have. And to go and say such a thing is disgusting. If a guy is nice to his mother and considerate to his mother, chances are he's going to be a really good father. I
like that. You're right. That's actually a very good point. I think you're right. And Kelly, Santa Clarita, I'm guessing you're not a fan of Christina?
I am not. I feel the same way that she feels. I feel that, I would never think to tell a man not to talk to his mother, especially, like she said, especially if he's nice to his mom. But I think that personally she didn't want to just go back out on the date, so she had to figure out something to say to make it a little bit calmer.
Oh, right.
And that's the excuse.
And that's what she gave, which was a terrible excuse.
Yeah, and I was taken back. Like, I was blown away that she would ever say, I need a man that's going to give me all of his attention. Are you a diva? Like,
no, that's a that's a turn off. That was so, it was so selfish. Look, you're not alone. Thanks for calling. Well, that'll be our last second date update. That'll be it.
You can't do that.
I mean, he
kind
of can.
Well, I don't. Like, everyone's calling. Look,
it's his show.
But everyone's calling saying, no, it's ours. This is a group effort. Believe me, you guys put in more work than I do. But this is something where everyone's calling. They don't like Christina. They thought the conversation was awkward with Greg. So why would we go back and dip into the well again?
Because people are asking us to do this. If people are asking us to do this, we continue to do it.
Yeah, we're still getting people that reach out to do it. So
let's see how that goes the next 24 hours.